Spice Radio AM 1200. Our next guest this morning is Seema Saxena. She's joining us this morning from Vancouver Island. Hi, Seema. Good morning.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome, and thank you for inviting me.
Of course, and I hope during this time you and your family have been doing well.
Yes, we have been doing well.
Very glad to hear that. Seema, this morning we are talking about your involvement within the community and in the film industry as well. And Seema, before we talk about some of these films that you've been involved in, if you could tell our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am from India. I came to Canada in 1988. And since then I've been here, came single, then got married, and got two children who are not children anymore. They're adults working and going to university. But, since I was young, I always had a passion to do something, in the films. And then, in India, the Bollywood, it's like amazing, right? So everybody is like mesmerized with it. So I loved movies. And then when I came here, everything changed in the sense because you just get busy with your family and you get married and all that. So you said, you forget about these things and then you start working. And then all of a sudden, when you realize, I say, you know what, I'm really not enjoying what I'm doing because, I have my passion to do all this. And because I was in Victoria, or I'm still in Victoria, there were not that many opportunities. But when I saw some postings and stuff, I said, you know what, I should give it a try. And then I talked to my husband, and he was quite understanding. He said, sure, why not? And then that's how it sort of started.
That's fantastic. And I believe that you were involved in a certain pageant as well. What sparked you to enter that, and how was that experience for you?
Well, I saw the pageant ad in one of the community newspaper. Like, I'm sure the community newspaper comes in with Vancouver as well, and they're here too. It's a black press. I think they are like everywhere, and they have a branch here as well for different municipalities. And I saw it. I live in Saanich, and I saw for Miss BC, and I said, well, it's for Miss, that's not me. And then my daughter looked into it and said, Mom, it's open for Misses as well, and all ages and everything. Why don't you look into it? You always wanted to do something in the show business. So I started reading about it, and then it said that they're raising funds for Cops for Cancer. And I said, well, sure, let's look into it. And then I asked my husband. He said, yeah, sure, why not? And I said, sure. I put in my application. I heard from the lady, Gloria is her name, within a few months. And that's how the process started.
Fantastic. Now, you were crowned Mrs. Vancouver Island in 2016, 2017. So congratulations for that. And I always know through these pageants, a lot of different opportunities pop up. And is this how you got more involved in the community?
Definitely, yes, yeah, because your door gets open, and once you get crowned, you get so many emails, and you get highlighted. In Langley, that's where the pageant happened, or on the island, and and also over the mainland as well. And we get committed. The girls and women, whoever they won the title, we get committed for at least 1 year of community work we have to do, and that's how we started, because we were raising funds for Cops for Cancer, right? So that's a community non-profit organization. So we all got involved. Any opportunity came in Victoria, even on the mainland. I came over there. They sent us the links for the ones in Victoria that we could get connected with, or see who we can get connected with. So I approached quite a few people in Saanich, where I live, and even in Victoria municipality as well. And that's how, even in our own community, and also the other community as well. And that's how it started. And it was like back to back. I didn't realize till I actually, I said, I'm going to get interviewed by you. I started looking at my Facebook, and I said, wow, I did so many things, which, you just kind of forget and you keep moving on that you don't realize. I said, yeah, I've accomplished so much, which is good. Makes you feel good to yourself and also for your community as well, that you have helped them so much, right? Yeah, and look forward to doing more and more.
Seema, I think there's such a beautiful message here because you were explaining that you had these dreams and aspirations, and many a times it has to take a back seat because other things come in. You were raising a family, and I think this is a story that is so common with a lot of people that may be tuning in right now. So how important was that family support for you, and what is your message to people that, you know, this is something we should encourage in our society?
Sure, yeah, definitely. You know, my family was there. Like, you know, obviously if they weren't there, you know, I wouldn't have just gone and said, sorry, but I'm going to go for the pageant. You know, you are a family woman. Like, you know, once you're married, you got your family, you got kids. You can't just go, like, my kids were not like 2-year-old that time or anything. I didn't have to. They were adults. So, you know, I told them. And they kind of knew that, you know, I have a passion and all that. So, but, you know, nothing came out. And when I saw that, my husband was right there. Even right now, he's behind me. He said, yeah, sure, go for it. You know, we understand our boundaries, what we need to do, what we should not do, and all that. We understand. And in a certain way, I was also thinking, what is the community going to say? What are people going to say? And so, you know what? Who cares? We can't just keep, you know, we just looking for the people, what they're going to say. We got to do what we got to do. We can't just we got to listen to ourselves. As long as our family is with us, that's what important is. You know, life is short. We need to enjoy it. We need to do what makes us happy. It's just because we are married does not mean our life has ended, right? We still have our dreams. We want our kids to pursue our dreams. Why should they need to pursue our dreams? They have their own dreams. They need to do the things what they wanted to do. So if we have an opportunity, if something comes up, something knocks at the door, and especially with the social media and stuff, so many things get posted here and there. And if we see something and if we want to do something, why not? Right?
Absolutely.
And age doesn't matter. My motto is, where there is a will, there is a way. Age doesn't matter. We just need to keep our eyes open. And if something comes up, don't worry about the, you know, people. People are, you know, family is important, definitely. You know, have them with you. You know, they're there to support you, help you if anything goes wrong. But don't worry about the other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Seema, I believe, you know, now you're very much involved in the film industry and you're part of a movie called A Long Weekend with May Blossom. How did you discover this project? Tell us, how was the audition? What was it all like for you?
Yeah, so as I mentioned in social media, right, like, you know, social media, like I saw the post on social media, because once you're involved in few things, then you start looking at the groups, right? Oh, you may be interested in this group, and that's how I ended up seeing one of the groups. I don't remember exactly because I have so many groups I'm involved in now, and I saw the post, and I said, well, I don't know. Lots of times they say they're looking for diverse people. They say they're looking for this age group, but that you don't hear from them, or you do, and they said, oh, by the way, you didn't fit in this role. They didn't fit in this role. So I put in my application. You know, I've said audition. And then after a while, I heard from them and said, oh, by the way, we're going to see if you're going to fit in and all that. And then said, okay, that's fine. Let me know. Whatever the answer is, I'm fine. And then they said, yes, we would like to audition you. So, you know, everything was over the phone, and she was local. That the person, Chorong Kim, who's the director and the writer of the film, she has moved on to Toronto now, but she was here. So I met her and I did a phone interview and stuff, and that was it. So there was like 2 adult ladies from the different background, how we have a communication gap, and how we try to connect with each other on a long weekend.
And I understand, too, that the film A Long Weekend with May Blossom is getting a lot of recognition. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so this movie was done last year, and then after that, Chorong Kim, who's the writer and the director, she said, you know, if anything comes up, I will let you know. And then all of a sudden, you know, like till May, we didn't hear anything. So I'm like, you know, I guess it's like a 6-minute film. Really, we didn't get recognized at all. Not a big deal. And all of a sudden, I received the email from her that it's going to be, it has been selected. So the very first one was in May. It's the Pacific Rim Film Festival in Victoria. And it was supposed to be, obviously, in person. But because of all this COVID-19, they did it online for like 2 weeks. And obviously, my movie was not the only one. There were like lots of movies was there. You can just buy online on Vimeo and just watch them. And that's how it started. And all of a sudden, within a month later, she said, "Oh, okay, we've been selected for another film festival in Ontario." And that's how it started. And then we went to the Miami. It's the Urban Film Festival in Miami. And actually it's going to be happening between September 4th and 6th, and it's going to be showing for free. And then again in Victoria, Foggy Island Film, it's on the September 24th. They're going to be showing it free again. All those are supposed to be happening in person, but because of COVID, everything is online. So that's also free. And then it's happening in Westminster as well on September 18th to the 20th. And then in Creston, and then the film got the semi-finalist for the International Film Festival, which happened on August 6th to the 8th.
That is fantastic. So it is so wonderful to see, especially a lot of local talent and local films being recognized all over. So congratulations to your team. And I'm sure a lot of our listeners right now want to check out the film. How can they do that?
Sure. Actually, as I mentioned, that there will be lots of there's going to be free preview as well. And they can see the trailer on the, if they just type in A Long Weekend with May Blossom, and it will come with the trailer. They can watch the trailer. They can also get some more information where it is available, and also all the festivals which I mentioned.
Fantastic.
And it's only 6 minutes video, but it has a great message. I just don't want to, tell everything what is it about, but it's about the two women, and then you'll know what happens in the end.
And I was going to ask you as well, but, of course, we want people to watch it. And because it's a short film, we don't want to give everything away. But the significance of having two people who communicate differently, yet trying to connect with each other, I think that's beautiful.
Definitely.
And Seema, one thing I wanted to ask you was, being an actor, especially of South Asian descent, we're talking so much in the film industry about the importance of representation. And in your experience so far, do you feel that that's getting better?
Not really. I'm not sure about Vancouver because I'm in Victoria, right? So yes, we have the films are starting to come here as well, and especially now with the COVID-19. I think the films have started again. And the production have started, and we do get quite a few films here as well. But I'm not sure about the roles. Yes, the BG and other stuff, yes, it's easy to get on, and especially with the diversity and, the BIPOC, which is going on. Yes, it's more opportunities, but more for the BG work. But for the others, I think we need to do more investigation, maybe more for the black, but I'm not sure about the for the person of color. But, I could be different, it could be different for the Vancouver Island, but maybe more opportunities for the main island. But I can't speak for them.
Seema, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It was lovely chatting with you. And hopefully we can have you soon live here in our studio when you come over from the island and we can talk more.
Yeah, and actually I'm happy to be coming there. My son is in Vancouver, and I'm happy to be coming on the next weekend for like 10 days or so. I'm going to be there.
Perfect. Sounds great. We will be happy to connect with you. Thank you. You take care, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.